Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's main workout with me, Darren, and my partner in crime is Dean. Give him a smile, Dean. Lovely. So today's workout is going to be what we call the final countdown. So we're going to do 5 minutes of cardiovascular heart and lungs, 4 minutes of upper body, 3 minutes of lower body, 2 minutes of the arms, and 1 minute of what I call fun and games because it's coordination, which me and Dean aren't that great at. Hopefully you are nice and warm, so for this session you do need to make sure you've probably got a drink. If you have a resistance band, fantastic. If you've got dumbbells, great, but you can just use a couple of tins of peas or beans. So the first 5 minutes is going to be quite intense, so we're going to have 2 different sort of levels. I'm going to go first and then Dean will explain through some alternatives if they suit you more. Yeah? So Dean might drift off in a second just to set the timer and we'll get going. So our first minute I'm going to start off with some half jacks. So getting ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So star jumps with me then, team.
Okay, go if you feel like you want to make that a little bit easy. If that feels like it's a little bit too much, we'll go for like half a star jump. Okay, so we're just keeping 1 foot central, taking it out to the side, tapping that toe, raising the arm at the same time.
So the reason why mine's a little bit more advanced and heart rate will go plyometric training, the jumping, and my arms coming above the head. Yeah, so anyone with sort of high blood pressure would probably recommend keeping your hands a little bit lower. Lovely stuff. So like I said, we're not going to do any rest for 5 minutes, so our next transition, when I say I'm going to do a forward jump and step back. Yeah? And once I start, Dean will go through an alternative with you. Woo!
5 seconds.
Jump.
Okay, so your alternative to jumping forward with both feet are box steps. So imagine we've got that square around us, we're going with all 4 corners, stepping forward. We can go wider if you feel like we can make that a little bit harder. And look to change the legs that we're leading with as well. So then start to push on that right leg, leading with the left leg.
If anyone is going with these jumps, team, making sure when we're landing, soft knees, slight bend. Always protect those joints. Again, if you want to jump further, you can do. Utilise those arms as well. Yeah? So big explosion. On our third exercise, we're going to do something called a rocket jump. So I'm going to be touching the floor and a little jump in the air at the top. The jump is optional.
There. Okay, in this alternative then guys, we're not quite going down to the floor, so a little stroke down towards the knees, then reaching up as we pull them ab muscles in. Okay, a couple of ways you can do this. Stay flat footed and reach up, or come up onto your toes before we've got the balance, again just to make it that little bit harder.
Again, if you're worried about sort of heart rate, don't go with the jump, don't elevate the arms, yeah? Just go for the slight bend and the stand, that is also fine. So the bend in the knee is quite a common question. Am I meant to bend the knees, am I not? It's up to you and your flexibility. I'm very tight in the hamstrings, so a big bend in the knees for me. Safety first, protect the spine at all times. Next one for my team. We're going to be doing spotty dogs, as they say. A little jump in the arms.
Okay, so down, both feet leaving the floor again. Look at placing 1 foot and just taking that toe back as you raise both arms at the same time. Just control how far you step back. If you feel we can get a little bit lower to the floor, again, that's going to make it a little bit harder. If you're struggling to gauge what intensity you should be at and which option you should go for, I want you to work on a scale of 1 to 10, guys. You should be around about 4 minutes in now, around about 4 to 5 on that 1 to 10 scale. If we feel like we're getting above that, tone it down, go for these lesser options, okay? Or increasing it if you feel you're a little bit down.
So for our last one, team, this is 4 minutes, remember, we're nearly done. So our 5th minute, mountain climbers. So we are going to be taking it to the floor as our advanced option. Also bringing in the abdominals.
Okay, good. All just staying upright, bringing them knees up. Okay, so we go for a march, looking at bringing the knees to hip height. If we're somewhere in between, if this feels a little bit too light, the option what Darren's doing feels a little bit harder, we can just take this into a bit of a jog as well. Get the arms in. Driving them knees up, core nice and tight. Good, halfway.
So on this one, team, very important, get the chest over your shoulders, yeah? Big deep breaths. Minute recovery coming up, team.
There we are.
Woo! Grab a quick drink, and this time we're going to need that resistance band, tins of peas or beans, or your dumbbells. 1 minute rest. Get a quick drink. Very nice. Woo! So that heart rate should be elevated now. So as Dee mentioned on that RPE scale, probably slightly above it. You do want that increased heart rate, you do want that facial colour change into a pinky red rather than white. You should be able to hold a conversation. Me and Dee probably aren't talking much because we don't really get on. So next one, we're now going to go upper body. So we're going to start with some bent over rows. So I'm going to use my dumbbells for this one. At the halfway stage, I will change angles. So it's a slight bend in the knees, hinging over, elbow squeezing.
Okay, so we've always got the option here, just repeating that exercise but going lighter in your weight, which is what I'm demonstrating here. If we're struggling to hold that bent position, we are working the back. We can work a little bit higher up the back and just come to that standing position there and just bringing it into an upright row as opposed to that bent over row.
So our next one, we're going to go into press-ups, or push-ups as people know them as. So there's two options on the floor. The first option is just hands, or you can go on your knees as well. So whichever one suits you.
Okay, depending on your space, guys, you can do exactly the same but elevated. So on a wall, stand upright. What we're looking at doing is stepping back away slightly onto the balls of your feet so you can drop the hips in at the same time. Okay, so if we are near a wall, depending on where you are in your house. Or we can go with something much slightly a little bit more off the floor. So maybe the sofa. Okay, anything like that. Again, just try and bring the whole body into it if we can.
As you can see, I'm just mixing between the two teams to give you the different variations. We're now going into some front raises. So beans or dumbbells, just taking the arms out in front.
Same again, just taking that weight down if you feel like you need to, but we can go without any weight as well. It's just working on the movement of the shoulder, bringing it up straight, parallel to the floor whilst bringing the stomach back.
To make this even harder, if you want to, we can go double arms. Yeah? Will be hard after those push-ups.
You do have a resistance band as well, guys. It's just using the full length if you can. 1 foot on. This is a light resistance band. Same.
With both positions. you can see, we're keeping it nice and controlled. Upper body nice and tight. We're not rocking. Last one, upright rows. The elbows towards the ears. Big squeeze. Oh, this one's starting to burn. By now, team, especially the shoulders, they're going to be really burning. You're going to be screaming, wanting this minute to finish. Minute recovery after this. Beautiful. Kick and shake everything out. You've got 1 minute, grab a drink. Quickly wipe the face if you need to. If you don't need a drink, active recovery. So it's just walking on the spot, yeah? Again, just keeping that circulation going, keeping that blood pumping round. So our next stage, 3 minutes now, 3 minutes in a row, lower body. So first one we're going to start with is going to be squats. So I'm going to demonstrate the squats to start with. Oh, hope you're all okay. I promise that upper body one is the hardest bit, yeah? So that, if you're thinking, oh God, I don't want to carry on, the worst is done, I promise you, yeah? Promise you. So squats to start with. I'm going to make sure my feet are hip distance apart, keeping that midsection nice and tight. There's a lot of things, what do you do with your arms? You can push it out, you can keep them on your hips if that's more comfortable. Yep. I am more of a pusher out, so it's squatting down and up.
Also guys, replicating that sit down movement but using the chair or the sofa, wherever you feel you can use in your space, but just gives you a second to take the weight off. But we're looking to avoid pushing off the legs if we can. Okay? But still feeling the full force in the legs. Okay, again, if that's a little bit too challenging, stay in the chair. We'll work the legs in a different way. Okay, so leg extensions come in so your back's off the back of the space you're using. So you're not leaning against the back of the chair. And just maybe holding for a second, pulling that toe towards you to get a bit more of a feel in the calf as well. Keeping them knees in alignment.
So our next one, team, is going to be lunges. So again, taxing those legs, hitting the glutes, so your bottom. So stride forward, lowering that knee.
Same movement if we can, just using something for support, okay? So dropping that back knee if we can, just as low as we feel we can. Wall, or anything else you can hold on to. Keeping that chest up nice and high.
Again, with arms, completely up to you. Yeah, if you want to add in a front raise at the same time, feel free. Hands on hips. So our last one after this we're going to hit is a deadlift. So we're going to do a dumbbell deadlift, and we're going to pretty much keep it what we call a straight leg deadlift. So really trying to work the back part of our thighs, our bottom and our lower back. We're going to need our dumbbells or tins of peas if you've got them. Good. Facing in, slight bend in the knees, as far down as you can, and up.
Taking it down, just replicate that movement just without any weight in the hands. Okay?
Try and not let that spine cave in, keep it nice and tight.
Just an important thing, guys, with your dumbbells, if you hold any sort of weight, keep them as close into your shins as you can. You don't want to be pulling from out there. Okay, so nice and close to the body. Tightening up your back as you go down.
Very important on these to focus on that breathing. Yeah?
Last 15 seconds.
Whew. Your muscles only work if oxygen's in there, team. Oh, Dino, these are ripping my hamstrings. Woo! Beautiful. Equipment down, kick and shake everything out, grab a drink if you need it. Remember, active recovery, very good this one to clear the legs out. Only 3 minutes, so 2 minutes now. Arms, yeah? If you're a big film fanatic like I am being, Armageddon, yeah? Great film. So, front part of the arms, biceps, back part of the arms, triceps. We will start off with our bicep curl. Yeah, so it's just squeezing up and lowering down. We've still got 30 seconds recovery yet though, so don't go in there too soon. Yeah, unless you're eager and optimistic, go for 90 seconds. So just a nice simple bicep curl. Do avoid rocking, yeah? This stuff is just for the parks, your swings and your seesaws. We need to keep it safe. 10 seconds recovery remaining. This is where the grunting comes. 2, 1, let's go.
Just remembering if that weight you've got is just too much for the arms, take it away. Just try and keep that movement going. Hold the squeeze, keep the elbows in.
Also, if you want to keep your weight and you're starting to fatigue, you can go into one arm at a time, yeah? One arm at a time if you want to. If you go one arm, you've got to keep those abdominals nice and tight so you're not starting to lean side to side. We've got 18 seconds. We're gonna go into an awful exercise. We're gonna try some tricep dips. Recommended if you've got a nice, stable fixtural fitting, yeah? If you've got a chair or hasn't got solid legs or anything on it, do not do these. Whew. So, arms, feet as far as you want, dipping down and up.
Slightly lighter option, we'll go for kickbacks. Still working the same area, but getting that position, slightly loosen the knee. Describe a little bit like a skiing movement. So you see my upper arm is staying close to the body and we're just extending out behind us, okay? Hip slightly back. Tempo is always important. If you slow this down, just hold that there for a couple of seconds. In that contraction phase, you're going to feel that a little bit more.
Oh, feel that one, team.
Keep going.
Whew. Big deep breaths. This is where you want it to start to quit. Whew. Nearly there. A minute recovery. Woo! My arms are on fire. So again, active recovery. Kick and shake. You might not need a drink at the minute, and that is fine. The last one, fun and games, motor skills. We're doing what we call aerobic boxing, yeah? You can now be the judge of who does it best. So, if you're right-handed, it's easier for me to teach, unfortunately. Take your left foot at 10 to on a clock, your right foot at 20 past on a clock. So it's a nice stable base so you can move your hips. Hands up. You will go left forward, left round, right up. So it's left forward, left round, right up. If you're left-handed, obviously right foot will go forward and you will go right forward, right round, left up. 2, 1, let's go. So it's left round, right up, left, round, right up. And you can now go as fast or as slow as you want. Do not come out of that sink. Nice and loose, yeah? This is not meant to be like a robot, so that's why that stance is there for the bouncing and the moving. So again, if you're having those days where you're struggling, especially with knees, ankles, hips, legs, you can still get your cardiovascular for your heart and for your lungs, because you can do this seated. Aerobic boxing and boxing is fantastic for your cardiovascular and upper body strength. You okay, Dino? Let's crank up the pace then, Dino. Let's see who's got it. on the camera it just looks like they're chucking her arms around. Head kick, shake out. Team, very well done, absolutely smashed it. Get a drink, have a quick towel down, join us in the cool down for some stretching. Very nice, thank you very much.